Okay, here's my rebuttal for the Legion of Wanks, Skanks, you know, about the episode they did, where they talked about me and, whatever. I guess, sorry about the microphone. Sorry the volume is pretty low. Clearly you guys, had a hard time hearing me because you completely misquoted me and completely didn't even address really what I was saying. We'll start with this, okay? First off, I never said that my story was unique and only to me. I never said that I'm the only guy that took too much acid, nor did I even say I'm the only guy that took too much acid from a hippie. I do think a lot of people lie about it. I think it's that's been pretty much proven. But I don't think that my story is unique at all. Nor do I think I'm the only guy that got really high on acid. You guys keep pushing that, like kind of basically gaslighting me and making it seem like that's what I was trying to say, or that's what I did say. I'd like you to go back and either one of my videos and highlight it, show me where I said I was the only guy that took too much acid, or where I said I was the only guy that took acid from a hippie and an eyedropper. Never happened. That's, that gaslighting shit is weak sauce. Weak sauce. I would think the three of you, since there's three of you and what, one of me, the three of you have to have at least the intellectual might of what, 1.5, 2 of me. So already right there, I'm kind of outnumbered. Kind of expected a little bit better, boys. But, but seriously, I never said that. So you can kind of make it seem like that's your way of pitting this not against me and Gomez, but me against everybody. Okay? Never said that. Never said I was the only guy that took too much acid. Never said I was the only guy that took acid from a hippie. Whatever. Okay? I know it's not a unique example. I'm not in a unique example, but what I did say is Gomez is full of shit. Gomez is bullshitting. Okay? That's what I said. Didn't say anything else about everybody or just me. Okay? So let's not turn that around here, because that's important. Okay? Gomez is bullshitting. His story is so full of shit, it's not even funny. And what I did do in my second video is I drew attention to how it's bullshit. First off, nobody who sells acid, anybody who sells drugs, would never go up and give $500 to $1,000 worth of acid to two guys and be like, here, just take some acid and you and your friend, take as much as you want, and give it back to me and I'll figure out what you guys owe me. Nobody's gonna fucking do that. Can you imagine walking into a bar and the bartender going like, you and your buddy, the bartender's like, here a couple bottles of booze, drink up. When you guys are done, give it back and we'll just, figure out your tab. But acid being 100 times more expensive, yeah, that's really, really not believable. You don't have to be I bought and sold drugs for 30 years, and you don't have to be in that line of profession. You just have to have a little critical thinking, a little common sense. No drug dealer is going to do that. It's like what? Guy walks in, kilo of cocaine, he hands it out to two people. Here, guys, just do as much as you want, give it back, and we'll figure out what you owe me at the end of the night. Right. Okay. Besides that, I've already addressed that shit, so I'm just going to address what was said about me in defense. My defense, my retort, my rebuttal. So there's that. Then what was the other one? Oh, about 30 hits of acid being my only identity. Well, that's retarded. All right. I'll tell you why it's retarded, because I used that handle one time on Reddit. Reddit asked me to do a AMA. And at the time, I didn't want to confuse my personal Reddit channel with this AMA on the LSD subreddit. So I just said, I'll just make a new account, call it 30 Hits of Acid Guy. I hardly ever post on Reddit anyway. So that's it. That's the only time I use that handle. It's not on my YouTube. And to say that's my only identity is retarded. I got 900 videos. Maybe a dozen, maybe 2 dozen have to do with acid at all. So we're talking, what's that, 3%, 4% of my videos are about LSD? So to say that that's my identity is retarded. In fact, my main channel before this one is still up there, Satanic International. I'm probably just as well known for being one of the first Satanists to bring Satanism onto YouTube and to debunk a lot of the bullshit, conceptions and whatnot about Satanism. Basically, is an educational channel. Eventually, my shit kind of got blurred, but that was what I was known for. Satanic International. I created Satanic International Network. I was invited to be a guest on the Justin Like Offensive show on Comedy Central. That had nothing to do with 30 Hits of Acid. That was strictly about Satanism. It's called Where's Your God Now? It was a segment. You can search it, look at it in my videos, it's there. By the way, Anthony Jeselnik, he's my favorite comedian. That guy is cool as shit. You know, not to comparing him to you guys, but he's a real good guy. If you guys, you know, bump into him, tell him I said hi. He's a cool guy. But that's for a different story. So yeah, to say that that's my only identity is retarded. I mean, I've, you know, been invited to speak, and I have spoken around the country at Left Hand Path consortiums, occult conferences, stuff like that. Have a website called Skank International Network. It's the only standing, used, and active social networking site for Satanists. I'm pretty well known in the satanic community. I've been taking part in numerous podcasts, a couple documentaries about Satanism. I mean, that part is just as much of my identity as the 30 hits of acid thing is, right? 30 hits of acid was just kind of a fluke. It was a viral video, a lot of people seen it, but before that, a lot of people knew me as Zach Black from Satanism, and still do. So there you go. To say that that's my only identity is stupid because I used the Reddit handle one time, or I used that 30 hits of acid guy, that name one time over on Reddit that I never fucking used except for that AMA, really? Retarded. Weak sauce. Complete weak sauce. What was the other thing I was going to say? Oh yeah, the Nazi thing. That was pretty funny. I forget which one of you said it. I think it was a Jewish guy, right? Go figure, right? The Jew. Nazis. Now, either whoever said that is either pretty clever or they're kind of retarded. They're pretty clever if they're trying to use that as a ploy to get their audience, which apparently must be, if they're going to use that as a ploy, a bunch of, you know, triggered libtards. And if there are a bunch of triggered libtards, then maybe, you know, calling me a Nazi might, you know, automatically put you in favor and me not in favor. You know, because after all, I'm a Nazi, right? Right. We're Nazis. Nazis died off. Nazis are German nationalists from the 1930s and 40s that died off. They're long and dead. Long and dead. I aspire to be something much more sinister than the Nazis ever were or dreamed of. And on top of that, racists, you guys said something about, I have a bunch of right-wing videos. What's right-wing videos? I got, what? Name some. The only ones I could think of that could possibly right-wing videos would be some trolling Trump videos I made, because I like to trigger these fucking people with Trump deranged syndrome. You know, I mean, when Trump got elected or whatever, I thought it was the funniest shit to watch these fucking libtards break down and cry, like, and, you know, disown their families and shit, and fucking break up their marriage, and best friends fucking stab each other in the back. Nonsense. Trump, so what? I think he was better than Hillary Clinton. That's why I voted for him. I think he's better than Biden. That's why I voted for him again. And I'm going to vote for him again if there's nobody better. So what? As far as racist goes, somebody says, oh, the racist thing? No, I'm not a racist. I dislike all of humanity equally. I really do. I think humanity is a piece of shit, regardless of your color or race. I mean, merit stands on its own 2 feet. Just because I don't believe in equality doesn't mean I'm a racist, because it's not about racial equality or inequality. It's about individual merit. We're not all created equal by any means, but it's not necessarily based on, you know, whatever. But at the same token, I mean, you can't say that, you know, give me a basketball, put me on the field with a bunch of black guys, you know, in the NBA. We'll figure out what equality is really about, right? And, you know, so let's not even go there, right? But anyway, yeah, racist, no. The whole thing with the Nazi tattoo, you guys are referring to this. This, right, is called a sun wheel. It's a variation, right? It's a 9-spoke instead of a 12-spoke. The 12-spoke one, the Nazis adopted, but the Nazis hijacked it, kind of like Luis Gomez hijacked my story. You know, but now this sun wheel is long before the swastika or anything like that, before the Nazis. It's been around for thousands of years, before Christ, before that fictitious fairy tale. So what? It's an occult symbol. I can explain it to you, but I'm not going to bother. In a nutshell, it's a black star, black sun. I'm not going to explain it to you. Look it up, though. You know, it has nothing to do with Nazis. Nazis hijacked it like they hijacked all kinds of things, right? Just because I might be related to one, a Nazi that was a banker and financed Nazis and did move money around and laundered money for them doesn't make me a Nazi. After all, that's 2 generations ago, 3 generations ago almost, right? We're Nazis. Again, Nazis are what? National Socialists, Germans, the 1930s and 40s? Not a Nazi. Not at all. Not at all. What was the other thing you said? I think that's about it. Oh, yeah. Now I don't remember. Oh, yeah. Okay, here's some compliments. The guy on the top right, the guy with the tattoos, not the Jewish guy, not the Puerto Rican parrot, but the other dude. That guy was like the funniest of all you guys on that, at least on that episode, right? He said the funniest thing when he was like, when Gomez is trying to say like, oh, let's see if I posted this before, said this story before 2009. Who's going to go back and rewind? And the guy said something to the effect of, if we go back far enough, we might figure out that he's actually Dan Doherty. You know, and that shit was fucking hilarious. That made me almost spit my fucking coffee out my nose, right? I mean, that is comedy gold. I think that guy needs to give Gomez some comedy lessons, right? Because then Gomez won't have to embellish and fucking pinch from other people's shit. You know, and maybe he could actually develop, you know, some unique shit. Like that was like off the cuff funny, you know. So mad props to that guy. Yeah. What was the other thing I want to address? I think that's about it. Oh, fuck. Damn it. I knew I should have. I never write shit down. I would just go off the cuff. Fuck. Yeah, but the main thing was, you know, don't put words in my mouth. I never said that I was the only one that took too much acid. I never said I'm the only one that took too much acid from an eyedropper and a hippie. All I said was Gomez did not. Gomez's story is full of shit. There's all kinds of holes in it. It doesn't make any sense. Look, and here's him telling the same story, right? About Dan Doherty taking liquid acid, but now it's 8 hits of acid instead of a medicine dropper, you know. You know. Oh, and then he says he ran around naked in a gazebo, you know, doing homo shit with his friend Dan. Well, that's not what he said on Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, he said he couldn't remember. And they made up some other shit about Dunkin' Donuts and whatnot. So, what is it? The guy's full of shit. He's full of shit. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Maybe he did do some acid with Dan, but he sure as fuck probably didn't get it from a hippie and an eyedropper, because no hippie sells fucking drugs by giving eyedroppers to people and letting them do as much as they want and then give them back. That's not how you sell drugs, folks. Just saying. You'd be a retard if you do that. Especially on the East Coast, man. No fucking way does that fly. So, here's his fucking Gomez's story about somebody else. Or talking about whatever.
Over.
That's it.
Yeah, for
There's
8
no.
hours. I don't want to be gone like that.
Yeah, you will be gone.
No interest.
I mean, I remember one time I took like 8 hits of liquid acid with Dan Doherty, and yeah, dude, I got naked. We ran a gazebo. It was fucking a really bad story.
Yeah, liquid's rough. I used to
cool.
sell it, so I drop it on sugar.
So there you go. I think I've talked myself into boring myself now. If I forgot something, left it out, oh well. But that's the key facts. I never said shit about me being the only one. Never even said, do I think that I'm the only one that took too much acid? I just don't think Gomez did. That's it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I ever said. You guys put words in my mouth because you guys have no defense, no weak sauce. It's fucking sad that Gomez had to get 2 of his homies in on it to fucking gaslight me and spin this as if I was saying something that I wasn't. Go look at my videos. They're all right there. Tell me where I said I was the only one or that I think my story's unique. I don't. I never said that. So fuck you guys, right? And if you want me down your show to clown Gomez, yeah, go ahead and invite me. I'd love to go. I already acknowledged that I would go. I mean, I love slapping back the whack. I mean, whatever. So.
In New York, Satanists have launched a crowdsourcing campaign to raise money so they can adopt a state highway. Because there's nothing more evil than emailing your friends to donate to your Kickstarter. Now, religious people fascinate me, which brings me to a new segment called Where's Your God Now? Where I learn a little bit about religion and even more about myself. This week we kept it light with Satanism. I love these guys. Bow down. That scare you?
A little bit.
Zach, you're listed as one of the top 3 Satanists in the country. Who ranks Satanists? Is it BuzzFeed?
You know, a lot of it depends on Google and your exposure.
What is the difference between a Church of Satan member and a libertarian atheist magician?
The Church of Satan has a fancy membership red card that they send you if you pay the $200 membership fee.
That's the only difference.
Actually, I'll give you a great deal, $100 my PayPal.
What if I don't believe in PayPal?
Oh, well, I do accept money orders.
Money orders?
Yes.
Why is your religion not thriving? So what is a Satanist?
A Satanist is pretty much an atheist, but is more adversarial, and we deeply despise organized religion.
Would you say that religious people are dumb?
Yes.
Would you say it right now?
Religious people are dumb.
All right, let's say it at the same time.
1,
2.
Religious people are dumb.
One of the beliefs of the Church of Satan is to treat guests cruelly and without mercy. Do you work at a Holiday Inn Express?
Well, currently I am a sushi chef.
Really?
Yes.
Jesus. This is the album that your founder, Anton LaVey, put out in 1994. Ironically, Pitchfork only gave it a 4.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, the music is very unique. It's very carnival style.
Unique carnival style. I'm surprised he didn't do better. Do you think that more people would accept the Church of Satan if the founder didn't look like Vincent Price after chemo?
I think that's part of the appeal, is his diabolical look.
Because right here, he looks like a French Bruce Willis.
A little bit.
He kind of looks like everyone in the world's landlord combined. You know, after everything I've learned today, I'm actually really excited to go do stand-up for a group of Satanists. Because I can just be myself. I don't have to change anything or do any stupid gimmicks. It's just me up there. Behold, it is I. Me!
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. When I first heard I was doing stand-up for Satanists, I thought you guys would be more like goths. But you're not at all. You know, goths get their shit together after high school. What do Satanism and Red Lobster have in common? Black masses. I'm serious. It's obvious you guys are into black magic because looking around, you've completely made all the black people disappear. You know, I honestly believe that every one of us is born a Satanist, covered in blood with no friends. Thank you so much, everybody. You've been a great, loosely affiliated organization of like-minded individuals. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Hail Satan! We'll be right back with Kumail Nanjiani and David Koechner.